What up, Dokkanners? Do not use these. Do not use your Select Dragonstone 4. Do not use your TUR Premium Stone 2. Do not use your LR Premium Stone 2. Do not use these. Do not. Did you hear me? Do not. I have been saying this for a multitude of different videos throughout the last few weeks, but I'm once again telling you guys at the start of the celebration, do not use these Dragonstones right now. You should save these for the end of the celebration, the end of the anniversary. I will explain why in just a second, but hopefully that got through your head. Did you hear me? Don't use these. Now let me explain why. If you have not seen any of my other videos where I have talked about this, I have not made a dedicated video on this. I am doing that right now specifically for those of you who have maybe tuned out on those other videos, maybe just went in one ear out the other. You know, whatever the reason may be, maybe you didn't pick up on it. The reason you should not be using these right now is because Global's legendary mythical passive skill that is about to expire when we hit worldwide download, it is called Global Foresight. This is the last time that you will effectively be able to use that, and you will be able to see what units are going to be coming up on the JP side that you might want to look out for on Global. That could be a Super EZA from one of these guys. That could mean a Dokkan Festival EZA from one of these guys, or perhaps an LR EZA from one of these. It's because of that fact that you must save these until the end of the celebration, because then when it's all said and done and the dust is settled on our celebration and your summons are done and JP's Tanabata celebration is off into the sunset, you will know and have a clear picture of what you need based on what's coming up and what you've already acquired via your summons. That is how we open this video. Now we will discuss the details. I will be doing another video on this when we hit the end of the anniversary, because by then, like I said, things will have changed, right? Right now, Global is in part 1 of the 9-year anniversary. JP is also in part 1 of their special celebration, which is Tanabata. Tanabata, as of me recording this, has yet to reveal the part 2 and all of the craziness that can come with it. When that happens, it might completely change the dynamic of this selection screen right here. So, you know, when you consider that Tournament of Power is the theme for Tanabata part 1, there could be some related character receiving a Super EZA or an LR EZA or a Carnival LR. So for all those different reasons, these characters need to still be in contention. Every single one of them. All of them. Even the ones that have EZAs. Because maybe during your summons on 9-year, you get shafted so badly on the Gogeta banner, for example, you never get to pull the Broly Chile Lemo once. At the end of the anniversary, once you've used all your Dragonstones, you finished all the discounts, you've done your 77 special summon, you've perhaps even used your coins, your Carnival coins, your Dokkan Fest coins, and you still don't have enough to pick up Broly Chile Lemo, you could use this. So that's why this is a very good thing. So let's start from the free-to-play side, and then we'll move into the paid ones. And once again, I will do another video on this at the end of the anniversary. So when it comes to the Redstone, this has now secretly become probably my favorite of the 3, because not only are these characters throwbacks, and so for collecting purposes, this is a treasure trove for people who might have joined later than these characters kind of fell off of circulation, but also this is the window into the future of Super EZAs. We have seen four Super EZAs so far on Dokkan: Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Physical Kid Buu, and Physical Goku Black. Now, Physical Kid Buu was removed from the selection. I don't remember when, but it was definitely before Golden Week. I do have the Golden Week announcement here. The selection is exactly the same. So I don't remember exactly when Kid Buu was removed. I'm assuming it has stayed removed because Kid Buu is too broken, and perhaps they don't want everyone to be able to readily pick up that character with a freebie. Maybe it's like it's so strong that it like exceeds the pre-approved value for a free-to-play, free-acquired character. These are technically free-to-play players because you're getting them for free, right? I don't consider that, but you know, you get my point. So these characters get very, very good very, very quickly. Some of them are already decent and still relevant. You could argue that the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and the Golden Frieza are still relevant because of damage reduction, a universal language. But in general, how do you look towards the future? With little to no information right now as far as the next Super EZA, at this current point, all we can do is theorize based on the theme. So since Tanabata is UI Goku, my eye is on this guy, AGL Blue Kaioken. This was originally my prediction anyway for Tanabata for JP, because Universe 7 character, Realm of God character, you know, this is the precursor to UI anyway. This is the previous form, Blue Kaioken. This is the farthest he can go before Ultra Instinct. So this just seems like the character that is poised for a Super EZA. Considering Goku Black received one. Before Goku Black, it was just the Super Saiyan 3s, and that was for Majin Buu and Special Pose. it's all theme related. So I think that this guy has a very good shot at being the next Super EZA, but we won't know yet. By the time we're at the end of the anniversary, we will know. Whenever JP gets their part 2, whenever they get their new summonable character, we will know. So currently, the characters that I'm keeping an eye on would be Blue Kaioken, the Golden Frieza, and the Vegeta. Both are insane tanks, damage reduction. So you provide both of these characters a backbone. When I say backbone, I mean like a base percentage stat to go along with the 90%, 80% damage reduction. These characters are going to be fantastic. The STR Gogeta is literally year 1 Dokkan Festival. So this is the first anniversary character. So this guy will get a Super EZA probably during 10 year. So even if you don't want to look ahead to just maybe Tanabata, 10-year anniversary is 6 months away. So perhaps you want to look ahead. But again, we'll come back to this when we get to the end of the anniversary. Other characters that are good, I mean, Vegito, he will be really good with a Super EZA. Any fusion character is up for grabs easily with 10-year coming up. So Vegito Blue, Int Gogeta. I don't think Int Gogeta gets a Super EZA before STR. So I guess you could technically rule him out, but still very, very interesting. Physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, I don't think we would get another one of this. I think whatever they do, they're going to be very deliberate and provide a well dispersed selection before we kind of go back to repeats. So I wouldn't consider this guy. But I mean, anyone here is up for grabs. And this is all free to play. I don't think that the combos matter so much, because with the allure of a Super EZA, these combos are great and it's convenient to get 3 for the price of 1. But I would rather have a Super EZA Goku Black Rose than these 3 characters for the first time. But that's just me. That's my biased opinion. You may disagree, which is totally fine. But I do think that at the end of the day, Super EZA acquisition is much more valuable than regular EZAs. To be fair, these characters are good, especially the God Goku and the Golden Frieza. Both these characters are relevant considering the subject matter of 9-year anniversary. This combo is very nice because you have good synergy with these two. You have a Jocko that can dodge and provide some minor support, I believe. I forget what he does. All superhero characters. Super Boss, Super Boss, Super Boss, all relevant. So decent, not better than these. Moving on to the paid ones. Both of these are obtainable only by paying for them in the Baba Shop. So free-to-play players, look away. But pay-to-play players, keep an eye on these. Because if you look at the selection, first of all, you can pick up 2 of these. And so with your 2 premium TUR stones, you can buy 2 characters. You can only buy them once. So we've already seen EZAs for Kefla, Beerus, Hit, Gogeta, and Broly and Gogeta. Other than that, none of these other characters have EZAs. They will eventually, because that is the way Dokkan rolls. Who is going to be getting their EZA? As of right now, no way of knowing. Again, Universe 7, this kind of has my attention. I would say in this bunch, the Frieza could potentially receive an EZA during the Tanabata celebration for JP. The Kaba and I guess KFC as well, both Universe Survival Saga related, so they are relevant. I think also this is an absolute reach because they're so recent. But I suppose by that same logic, this guy would be in the conversation, but no way, because this is way too soon. This happened, what, last year? Too soon. These characters are old enough and relevant enough to be valid candidates. So I'm probably keeping an eye on these 3. Other than that, I would say these 2 are also poised to receive EZA sometime soon, but probably that's going to be happening during March of next year. Now, the reason why March is significant is because March, according to my current theory based on nothing at all other than Dokkan being weird and insanely stupid with how they've been doing all this. If my new theory comes to pass where UI Goku returns on JP for the first time, and that is also Dokkan, Global Dokkan's debut, that would be Saiyan Day. During Saiyan Day, Broly will likely be the next EZA because Bardock was the last. Was it Bardock? Who got the EZA? I don't remember. I'm blanking right now. I'm exhausted. Broly is a Saiyan Day character. So he and Trunks, I think we're both on the same banner. Them getting EZAs during Saiyan Day would make a lot of sense. Ironically, that would also be when the UI Goku returns. So that is another one that you might want to potentially look at. But again, let's wait to the end of the celebration. Broly is a Saiyan Day character, so he could also end up being on the banner. But like I said, we'll talk about it. Then moving on, I mean, everybody else, they're newer. They're not relevant, so the chances are fairly low. Moving on to the LR. This is probably going to be the toughest decision, even once you're at the end of the celebration, just because of how much incredible awesomeness is here. All of these characters, with the exception of 4 at the top, all have EZAs. Fusion Zamasu, no EZA. Golden Frieza, no EZA. Tech Gogeta, no EZA. Tech Jiren, no EZA. Everybody else has received an EZA. Now, when you look at the 9-year anniversary, you see some characters that are probably familiar. UI Goku and the Broly Chilai Lemo are both featured on the Gogeta banner. So the reason why you should not use these right now is because you might end up picking them up during your summons for Gogeta. Maybe you don't even summon for Gogeta during its actual discount period, and you instead use your 77 special summon, and you end up pulling one of these. And so maybe the issue for you is trying to decide if you want to pick up one or the other. If you picked up UI Goku now, and then during your 77 special summon, you pick up another UI Goku, but you never get Broly Chila Lemo, well, you kind of just, shot yourself in the foot. So that's why, again, you should wait. Now, looking ahead, with the Tanabata celebration being UI Goku for part 1, I am of the very strong feeling that the part 2 Carnival LR will be LR Jiren. And if that happens, it is likely that this unit will receive an LR EZA, because Universe 11 has been receiving a lot of upgrades recently. The STR Jiren received an EZA last, I don't remember when he, February? I don't remember exactly. But STR Jiren received an EZA. The physical Universe 11 leader special skill, special pose leader skill is Topo. So they are receiving upgrades. This one would be another awesome upgrade in that direction. So maybe you want to pick up a copy. Maybe his EZA is just so good that it surpasses the need to pick up these guys or anybody else, and you want to just have him because he's that tanky. Speaking of tank, Golden Frieza, you can't go wrong with that. Golden Frieza has the universal language of tanking, so damage reduction is off the charts. It does drop off over time. Also, the blue dudes. I completely forgot about the blue dudes. Blue dudes are featured on the Broly banner, I believe. So if you pick up him or them during the Broly summons, you don't have to worry about it. These 3 EZAs happen during 9 year. Likely during Tanabata, one of these 2 could happen. Gogeta is another one that people are looking at, and if it doesn't happen during Tanabata, I'm willing to bet that this happens during the 10-year anniversary. So these guys down here, don't worry about it. Goku Black Rose, I mean, if you're a big fan of Future Saga, this is a decent one. Androids, not really relevant right now. I would argue that this guy is relevant at the moment, the Int God Goku. He is kind of on the older side in terms of the LR EZAs, but still decent when you consider running Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans all on the team. He gets extra dodge. But if you are a fan of dodge, I would say this is a better character. If you're not, maybe stay away from it. So there you have it. That is my little announcement, PSA / assessment of these characters. Like I said a million times, I will once again do this video at the end of the anniversary once we know exactly what the deal is with part 2 for JP, all of the EZAs, and once all of our summons are done, we can make a more informed decision on who to pick up. I hope that you guys were able to see this in time and you did not spend your stones, but if you did, don't freak out. It's not the end of the world. You still got some good characters who will all eventually receive EZAs. So it's not, don't panic. Also, during the worldwide download celebration, I believe, don't we also get this? I'm pretty sure we do. I could be wrong there. So, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff coming up. So even if you don't and you pick up somebody, you still gained a net positive, and that's the important thing. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on these characters in the selection. Which ones do you have your eye on for future EZAs, super EZAs? Did you already pick up someone? And if you did, who? And if you didn't, were you mindful of this very fact, given how things played out during Golden Week? Let me know your thoughts overall. Anything I missed in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more new content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.